Welcome to my English language class. In this lesson, I am going to give you a quick introduction to the 8 parts of speech. This is just an overview. We will learn more in details about each part of speech in the following lessons. Today, I want to focus on an introduction to the 8 parts of speech. Let's begin the lesson. What is a part of speech? Well, a part of speech is a name given to word based on its job in a sentence. Think of parts of speech as being kind of job titles. I know all of you know the meaning of job title. Just like a person can be a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer. So teacher, doctor, lawyer, these are called job titles. Similarly, a word can be a verb, an adjective, a noun, depending on the job that it does in a sentence. A word in a sentence will be a verb or an adjective or a noun or an adverb. That all depends on the job that it does in a sentence. We will be learning each part of speech very briefly in this lesson. Now all of you know there are 8 parts of speech. They are verb, noun, adverb, pronoun, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So these are the 8 parts of speech. We will take each of the parts of speech one by one. This can be really useful to learn because when you are studying grammar, you will come across these terms like verb, noun, adverb, pronoun, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection, etc. If you know what they mean, it can help you to speed up your study of grammar. That is the importance of having some knowledge about parts of speech. Let's take verb. We start with the verb because verbs are probably most important words in English language. It's just because of 2 reasons. One reason is you cannot have a sentence without verbs in English language. Secondly, only verbs have tenses. I'm sure you know about past tense, present tense, future tense. That's how we talk about different times. And to do that, we change the forms of verbs. So that's why verbs are really important. Now, what is a verb? Now, verb is a word that shows action or a state, which means situation. Now, I will give you 2 sentences. First, Aditya plays tennis 3 times a week. Second sentence, I am a doctor. The words which are written in bold letters in the 2 sentences, that is plays in the first sentence and am is in the second sentence. These both words are verbs. Now I want you to notice a very important difference between these two sentences. Notice that in the first sentence we are talking about a physical action, because playing is something that we do physically. So the word plays shows an action. But in the second sentence, we are not talking about any physical action. We are just saying, I am a doctor. We call that a state. That means a situation. So in this second sentence, am is not an action. Am shows a state or a situation. I am a doctor. So verbs can show actions, or they can show states or situations. Those are two types of verbs. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now let's take noun. All of you know what noun is. Noun is a name given to a person, place, animal, thing, feeling, or idea. I give you one example, a sentence. Anjali went to Darjeeling on vacation with her family last year. Now the words which are written in bold letters, highlighted words, they are nouns. Anjali is the name of a girl, name of a person. Darjeeling is the name of a place, a beautiful place. Vacation is a kind of trip. And all of you know family. Family is a group of people who are closely related to one another. And year, that is 365 days. So all these words are nouns. Noun also can be animals, things, feelings like love, anger, etc. Let's take pronoun. Pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. What do you mean by replaces a noun? Replaces means it takes the place of a noun. Now question is, why should pronoun replace a noun? Why should pronoun replace a noun? Let's take a sentence. Joe is at the movies with Joe's girlfriend. Joe really enjoys spending time with Joe's girlfriend. It sounds really stupid. That is because, you know why? Can you tell me why? Why it sounds stupid or funny or not natural? Can you tell me what the problem is in this sentence? The problem is we keep repeating Joe and Joe's girlfriend, and that is very unnatural, very funny. To avoid that kind of repetition, we can use pronoun. That is the importance of pronoun. Can you tell me where we can use pronouns in this sentence? Think of. look at the sentence, study the sentence, and find out a place where we can use pronouns. There are 3 pronouns which can be used in the sentence in place of noun. These 3 pronouns are his, he, and her. Let's read the sentence. Joe is at the movies with his girlfriend. I'm not saying Joe's girlfriend. So instead of Joe's, I'm using a pronoun called his girlfriend. He really enjoys spending time with her. So instead of Joe, the word name Joe, I'm using he pronoun. Okay, and then Joe's girlfriend, instead of writing Joe's girlfriend, we are using her. So these 3 words are pronoun. His, her, and he. Now I want you to notice that the pronoun he is in the subject position. Okay. He is the subject of the verb enjoy. Who enjoys? He enjoys. So he is subject. So the pronoun is in the subject position. And the pronoun her is in the object position. Now to replace a noun in the subject position like Joe, for example, we use what are called subject pronoun. Let's take some examples. We categorize the pronouns into two groups, that is subject pronouns and object pronouns. Subject pronouns, for example, I, you, we, they, he, she, it. And to replace a noun in the object position, can you guess what we use? What can be the object pronouns? We use the object pronouns. For example, me, you, us, them, him, her, and it. Now there are other pronouns in English language, such as his, hers, this, that, etc. We will talk about all these pronouns in more detail when we come to the lesson on pronoun. For now, just remember that the pronoun replaces a noun to avoid repetition and to make our speech sound more natural. Let's take the next part of speech, that is adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that gives us information about a noun or pronoun. It tells more about noun and pronoun. Have a look at this sentence. They drive an amazing big red sports car. The words which are written in bold letters or highlighted words, they all are adjectives. Here we are interested in the noun car. If you look at them closely, you will realize that all these adjectives give us answer to questions like what color, what size, what type, etc. Okay, followed? The adjective amazing gives us the answer to the question, what is your opinion of the car? The opinion of the car is amazing. So the answer becomes an adjective. That is amazing. Another question can be asked, what size is the car? Big. That is also an adjective. What color is the car? Red. What type of car is it? Sports car. Now there is one more adjective in the sentence. Can you guess? And that adjective is an, an, indefinite article. Okay, a and the, these are all called articles in English. Articles are also adjectives. Now, in what way this word an is an adjective? An means what? An means one car, giving more meaning to the car. So remember, an adjective is a word that gives information about noun or pronoun. They give answers to various questions like what color, what size, what type. Answers of all these questions are actually the adjectives. Now let's take the another part of speech, that is adverb. When I learnt grammar in school, I was taught that adjective or adjectives give information about nouns, and adverbs give information about verbs. And in fact, a lot of teachers still teach in that way. But remember, the thing is that this is only half correct. Full definition is not given. It's half correct. I will make it clear by giving examples. Why it is half correct? Because an adverb can give information not only about a verb, but also it can give information about an adjective, and even adverb, another adverb. In a sentence there can be another adverb. So one adverb can give information, okay, about another adverb. So these adverbs are really talented words. You see, these adverbs are really talented words. They can do a lot of things. Okay, they can tell you about verb, they can tell you about adjective, they can tell you about another adverb. Okay, we'll take some examples. And now usually an adverb answers question like when, why, how, okay, in what way. So the answer to these questions are actually adverb. Let's take one example of sentence. Okay. Yesterday evening, we walked somewhat slowly in a very beautiful garden. Please read it once again. Yesterday evening, we walked somewhat slowly in a very beautiful garden. All the words which are written or typed in bold letters, they are adverbs. How? Let's examine the sentence. Yesterday evening. The word walked is the verb. Walked when? You question the verb. Walked when? Yesterday evening. So, yesterday evening tells something about the verb. When that walking took place. So, answer is yesterday evening. So, yesterday evening is an adverb. Okay? Qualifying the verb walked. Then slowly. Walked how? First one question was when. When walked? Yesterday evening. Time. Next one is how walked? Slowly. Again, slowly is an adverb because it gives more meaning or qualifies the verb walked. Gives more information about the verb walked. Okay. Let's take this one. How slowly? Somewhat slowly. Slowly. So somewhat is an example of an adverb. So somewhat gives us an information about slowly. That is adverb. Now let's take the another. Okay. Say beautiful. The word beautiful is actually adjective. Okay. Beautiful is actually adjective. This word is given more meaning by very. How beautiful? Very beautiful. So very is an adverb. Okay, have you got it now? Is it clear now? So it will be incomplete to say that adverbs give information only about verbs. Adverbs can give information about verb, adverb as well as adjective. Okay, so that is called adverb. Let's take preposition. Preposition, there are so many prepositions: in, on, at, by, from, with, before, after, etc. Now, what is preposition? What are prepositions? Prepositions show relationship in time, place, and position by using in, on, at, by, from, with, before, after, etc. Okay, we'll take one example. I'll see you at the office on Monday. See, there are two prepositions, at and on. What does at show? At shows place, the office, and on shows us time, when, on Monday. So prepositions, they show relationships in time, place, position, etc. Let's take another part of speech, that is conjunction. Conjunctions, words are like at, but, or, so, because, etc. A conjunction helps to connect ideas. We'll take example. First example, Arpita and Nandini are the best friends. Here, the word "and" is an example of conjunction because it connects two nouns, Arpita and Nandini. So one more example. I didn't go to school today because I don't feel very well. And the word because is an example of conjunction, and this conjunction joins two clauses, two sentences. I didn't go to school today and I don't feel very well. So clause number 1, I didn't go to school today, and clause number 2, I don't feel very well. Now if you examine this sentence, the second clause is the reason, and the first clause, that I didn't go to school today, is the result. So these two ideas are connected by the word because. Similarly, the third sentence, I don't feel very well today, so I didn't go to school. So the word so is an example of conjunction, and it is separating or it is connecting two ideas or two clauses. I don't feel very well today, that is clause number 1. I didn't go to school, that is clause number 2. Here you find the second clause is the result, the first clause is reason. Okay, let's take the last part of speech, that is the interjection. Actually, interjections are the words that have no real meaning, but they help us to show certain emotions, exclamation, etc. We'll take some examples. Wow, ouch, oops, hey, hi. All these are examples of interjection. Okay, they show certain emotions or exclamation. Okay, like wow. These words shows excitement, surprise, amazement. Okay, we take the last two. Hey, hi. When we meet someone after a long time, we say hi, how are you? When we call out somebody, hey John, come here. Okay, so these expressions are called interjection. Let's recap. Verb. We have said the verb is a word that shows an action or a state or situation. Okay, so two types of verbs are there, and we had taken two examples. Okay, one for action and the for state or situation. The noun, we said noun is a word, okay, that shows name of person, place, animals, things, feelings, ideas, etc. Pronoun replaces a noun. Okay, then adjective gives information about noun or pronoun. Okay, then adverb gives information not only about verb, please remember. Adverb gives information not only about verb, it also gives information about adjective, adverb. I gave you one example and made it clear. Then preposition. We said prepositions are the words that help us to show relationship in time, place or position. Okay, by using these words like in, on, at, by, from, with, before, after, and so many other prepositions are there. So they show relationship in time, place or position. Then 7, conjunction. Okay, we said conjunction is the word that connects ideas. It may connect two nouns, it may connect more sentences or more clauses. An interjection, okay, is a word with no real meaning, okay, but helps us to show exclamation, okay, sudden emotion, etc. So when we discuss in the next lessons parts of speech, we'll take one by one and we'll discuss in detail about each part of speech. And that's all. Thank you very much for being with me, and do revise on parts of speech.